Hello and welcome to today's webinar, Person-Centered Planning and Inclusion, Building a Brighter Future Together. Thank you for joining us. Before we commence this presentation, I'd like to begin by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land on which we meet today. I would also like to pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. Today's session will be facilitated by our client manager, Nina Jongen, and myself. My name is Kristy Mehrtens and I am the Regional Director for Australia and New Zealand. All our team members at Aspirico have experience in the disability sector, whether it be lived or professional experience. Personally, I have 25 years experience in the healthcare industry, including disability, aged and community care in leadership and clinically as a physiotherapist. Nina has over 6 years of experience within residential out-of-home care, client and relationship management, case management, and intake roles in youth and family housing and homelessness, and is also a support coordinator. Person-centered planning is an approach that places the individual at the heart of their own life, focusing on their unique needs, aspirations, and preferences. This approach has gained prominence in various fields from healthcare to education and social services, emphasising the importance of involving the individual and the support network in decision making. In this webinar today, we'll explore the concept of person-centered planning and highlight the crucial role of family inclusion in this process. The Aspirico logo strapline on the left-hand side of the screen is all about achieving life's potential. And our focus is on creating systems that allow providers to help people they support on this journey. Today's session will focus on how systems can be used to support people to realise their ambitions and achieve outcomes. So firstly, I'm going to go through a few slides to explain who we are at Aspirico and how we use our platform. So iplanit's development configurability, module capabilities to achieve person-centered planning and inclusion. So just a quick overview of the agenda. So a bit of background to Aspirico. I'll then go through the key principles of person-centered planning. I'll present to you what moving the dial means for people supported. I'll then examine the role of family inclusion and how iplanit has been developed to facilitate the inclusion of family through its person portal. Following this, I'll hand over to Nina, who will access iplanit and provide you with a snapshot of how the system has been developed to provide individualised person-centered planning with family inclusion. And lastly, I will give you my details so that if you have any questions following this presentation, you can get in contact with me directly. Since Aspirico's foundation in 2006 in the UK, we have been driven by the desire to help social care services to evolve. That is, to become more person-centered and outcomes-focused by building a care management software solution around the person supported. iplanit was launched with key New Zealand providers in 2015, and we have a regional team in both Australia and New Zealand supporting a growing provider community, including some of the largest regional and national providers. 2017 saw us partnering with the NDS to launch into the Australian market. We've continued to invest heavily in tailoring the product of iplanit to meet the needs of Australia and the New Zealand markets. Our customers now include a wide range of community and disability service providers from 50 to 20,000 people supported. We have developed iplanit in a co-design partnership approach with our customers. The platform is a unified solution, all developed in-house without third-party products, which enables it to be highly configurable and cost-effective. As mentioned, our client management teams are predominantly made up of health and sector professionals, bringing a wealth of expertise and experience together to understand our customers' needs. Our personal journeys and professional experience within the sector drives our desire to transform the industry to become more person-centred, efficient and empowered. We offer a hands-on gold standard support service, which is unmatched in the sector, with a client manager readily accessible to ensure you get the best out of your system. It also includes regular best practice clinics, an online training centre, and a locally managed 24/7 support desk conveniently available over multiple channels. Spirico's unique approach to developing and working in partnership with our customers is always underpinned by our Avita values, that is, evidencing value, inclusion, transparency, and accountability. Our values are highlighted in all that we do, directing our approach to our product development roadmap, our investments in support, and our customer service and consulting services. So moving on to our key principles of person-centred planning. Person-centred planning is an individualised collaborative approach aimed at enhancing the quality of life for people with diverse abilities, needs and challenges. The central tenet of person-centred planning is that individuals are experts in their own lives and their input should guide the planning process. It seeks to move away from that traditional top-down approach and towards a more inclusive, respectful and empowering model. So key principles include an individualised focus. So PCP, or person-centred planning, starts by understanding the unique strengths, preferences and goals of an individual. What are their dreams, their aspirations, and what matters most to them? It involves collaborative decision-making, a collective effort where the individual, their family, friends, whānau, and support professionals all work together to make decisions that align with the individual's desires and needs. It's a strength-based approach. It recognises and harnesses the individual's strengths and abilities, focuses on what a person can do rather than what they cannot. It must be flexible and dynamic. So plans should be adaptable and evolve as the person's circumstances and aspirations change over time. And the number one thing as well is inclusivity. So it should encourage the involvement of all stakeholders, especially the family, in the planning and decision-making processes. Spirico's vision is to contribute to the continuous evolution of the social care sector across the globe by putting supported people at the heart of their services, their circle of support, and also their communities. The development of iplanit, why the company exists, and what we're trying to achieve has always been about moving the dial. So what we mean by that is, with most providers having moved on from that traditional time and task approach, we want to support them further to build upon person-centred, outcomes-focused approaches and take it a step further to what we term potential-centred planning. So traditionally, time and task approaches, they would be quite generic. You'd have a menu of care or support that someone could choose from. They were institutional and so were very provider-centric. The way services were delivered were built around the person delivering. They tend to be more input-focused, with a focus on measuring how good a service was by how much time they were spending with the person supported or what they were doing as a provider. They tended to be very deficit-based, with discussions about what someone cannot do. So we've moved on to a more person-centred approach with support planning, more personalised around the person, and it's not just a generic service that everyone gets. Instead of provider-focused, we're now helping people to become more independent. And in place of what people can't do, we look at their strengths and build on those, moving away from input and looking at outcomes. We tend to describe it as moving on from input to impact. What we will show with iplanit is that you can take it that one step further, going beyond personalised care and support to self-directed, letting the person who is receiving that service direct how they want that service to look and what they want to achieve with it. To move beyond being independence orientated to relationship orientated, whether that relationship is with their supporters, i.e. their circle of support, the family, friends, whānau, or whatever it is, their local community, education or work setting. It is that next step beyond independence. The key for us, and the most important part of moving that dial, is going from a strength-based approach to a potential-based approach, rather than looking at what someone can do, but what they could do, what they can be. Unleashing all that potential, and what that really brings together is much more of a quality of life focused service. So we'll be demonstrating a shift So looking more towards cultivating that person-centered planning, and then a step beyond through to the potential-based planning. So what is the role of family inclusion? So family inclusion is a critical aspect of person-centered planning, as the support network plays a central role in an individual's life. Family inclusion contributes to the success of person-centered planning, firstly by invaluable knowledge. Families often possess a deep understanding of the individual's, their history, preferences, their needs. Their insights are invaluable in crafting meaningful plans. Families provide emotional support and stability, which is also crucial for the individual's well-being. Including them in the planning process helps ensure that the plan aligns with the individual's emotional needs. From a sustainability perspective, families are a long-term support system. Inclusion in planning ensures that the plan considers long-term sustainability, includes their family resources or looks towards that, and future care arrangements. It also provides consistency. Inclusion of family members promotes consistency in care and support, as the family is more likely to be consistent with the plan when they have a say in its development. And also shared responsibility. Involving families instills a sense of shared responsibility for the individual's well-being, making them active partners in the journey toward a better quality of life for the person supported. While family inclusion is essential, there are some challenges to consider. So balancing the individual's autonomy with family input can be challenging. It's crucial to respect the individual's wishes while considering the family's concerns. There may be differing opinions among family members or between the individual and their family. Effective conflict resolution strategies should be put in place. And also we need to be sensitive from a cultural aspect. So different cultural backgrounds may affect the family's involvement and expectations. So cultural sensitivity is necessary for successful person-centered planning. Person-centered planning with a strong emphasis on family inclusion is a powerful approach for enhancing the quality of life for individuals with diverse abilities and needs. It respects the individual's autonomy, values their strengths, and involves the family as crucial partners in the planning process. iplanit, our product, is an adaptable, inclusive solution that enables our customers to place people at the heart of their services and drives operational effectiveness and quality excellence in the areas of care planning, risk management, service delivery, and monitoring. With built-in accessibility options, the iplanit Person Portal allows individuals to access their records, including their support plans, their goals, their outcomes, and progress being made towards these, providing real ownership and inclusion. Individuals are also able to view the calendar module via their portal, allowing them to keep track of their appointments, their activities and events. They're also able to add invited guests such as family, friends and whānau or others within their circle of support, providing them with access to the portal and the ability to be involved and share the support journey with the person. Supported are also able to upload their videos, pictures and sound files via the portal to bring their support plans and outcomes to life and to record activities and achievements on their support journeys. The portal includes access to the internal messaging system, allowing the service user or the person supported to communicate directly with any combination of their invited guests, their support team and support service managers. iplanit's unique outcomes-focused design and ethos allows service providers to embed a truly person-centered culture, supporting people to achieve life's potential. Through collaboration and shared responsibility with iplanit's Person Portal, we can build a brighter and more inclusive future for all. So now I'm going to hand over to Nina. We'll step through our care management system, iplanit, to demonstrate its effectiveness with person-centered planning and family inclusion. So I just want to say thank you so much. That was a fantastic demonstration. And just note on the side here that we have various ways that you can actually view iplanit. So via phones, tablets or desktop, and obviously today we're viewing through desktop, but very many different ways to view iplanit. On the go, you can put in notes, it's quite easy. And also talk to text options. So I hope today this session was informative, encourages you to consider how you can provide great person-centered support with family inclusion. If you'd like to see how iplanit can assist your organisation, I've just put up my contact details for you. And I just want to say thank you for taking the time to attend today's webinar, and I hope you'll join us again soon. So thank you very much. Have a fantastic day.